Recording in progress.
Still recovering from the shock of a brutal kitten attack during yesterday's chat. I think I'm going to be okay. He's right down there, eyeballing me. Anyway, yesterday we talked about, well, we've been talking about the benefit of becoming still and knowing that we're God, that incredibly challenging and wonderful statement. And what we talked about yesterday is that as a result of becoming still, there's that line in that scripture that said the wars would cease, the spears would be broken, the desolations would end, the chariots would be burned. This is all very colorful language about the description of the deepest wounds or difficulties inside of us being healed. And these are the things inside of us that we cannot heal ourselves, because I bet we would if we could. I was sort of thinking about this from another angle. If you had the ability to heal others, say you saw somebody that had a very bad limp or had leprosy or was suffering from horrible scarcity or poverty, would you heal them if you could? If it was easily within your purview to assuage their difficulty, heal their limp, take away their lifetime disease, if that was within your capacity, would you do it? And if you knew in your heart and soul that it was appropriate and the right thing to do, would you do it? And I bet that you would. I bet you, being the compassionate, loving, spiritual, kind, conscious being that you are, that you would heal. And if that was the case, then it would certainly stand to reason that we would heal ourselves of what's resident inside of us that might still be troubling us. On the one hand, it just could be a small little problem. On the other hand, it could be a deep, profound life pattern or difficulty, disease, depression, difficulty that's bothering us. And we would heal it if we could. And perhaps we've even been trying, but we can't. So I think we've proven through this observation that there are things inside of us that we cannot heal on our own. And the benefit of becoming still is that the promise is that we will be healed of those things. Now, your things are different than my things, but the principle is the same. There are things inside of us that are limiting or constraining that need to be healed. And the benefit of becoming still, the great, deep promise in that wonderful language from 3,000 years ago, is that we will most assuredly be healed of that. And I'm claiming that the religious phrase forgiveness is what is synonymous with that. Forgiveness is being healed of what we cannot heal ourselves. Now, there's an interesting thing about forgiveness, and that is, to be forgiven, we have to forgive. And so today we might look at the quality of forgiveness, say that we can't heal someone's infirmary or their disease or their depression or their scarcity or their lack or their wound. Say we can't do that, but is there a forgiveness, a healing that we could extend to people that we're not? And of course, this deals with the great question of, to be forgiven, we have to forgive. And I believe it's incumbent upon all conscious spiritual souls to, my cat's walking up the piano. He's so helpful. I forgive him for that. So today, the opportunity is to look into our own hearts and see anybody for whom we have resentment, who's hurt us, and someone who has betrayed us, someone who definitely doesn't deserve to be forgiven, that we could extend that forgiveness inside of ourselves and thus make ourselves all the more eligible for the forgiveness that I'm sure you would agree that we all need. And the forgiving of others is one of the great cultivations of this deep stillness that we're seeking. Anyway, I've not been attacked by the cat yet. I think I'll end now before that happens, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.